Yo, what's up, player? How's it
Oh
going?
shit, you started? My bad. You didn't tell me you're ready yet. Hey,
I
how you
like
doing,
that.
man?
What's up?
Not much.
How's life been for you?
Um, it's been rough. To put it in a nutshell, drugs, family business did good, lost it, streets, rags to riches, about 6, 7 times basically. Back to rags, obviously.
Where we at right now?
Lexington Market, Baltimore City.
Like around what time is it?
I think it's around what 7:30ish.
A.M. P.M.
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 Yep.
And where you originally from?
Originally, I'm from Millings Mills, 13. Our family moved out to Parkville area, Harper Road, northeast Baltimore County, not the city. But spent more of my time in the city. I get along better in the city.
Why is
That's
that?
the way it is. I'm a people person, and I don't know, people that act like they're tough and rough sometimes really are soft and mushy on the inside, you know what I mean? A little more than others.
I dig that. I dig that. I
Yep,
dig
yep.
that. I dig. And your name again?
Gary.
Gary.
Yep, yep.
How old are you, Gary?
47.
47. How do you feel?
Right now, I'll be honest, I don't care. I just did a little bit of drugs, which I do once in a while. And I've had extreme habits, you know what I mean? But times just got a little rough, and I just felt like it.
So how do you feel?
Yep. Happy, actually, because everything I've been through made me humble in life. Used to get angry, upset at the world, you know what I mean? The anarchist beliefs and all that kind of stuff against the police and all that crap. You have to live for yourself, not care what anybody else thinks about you. Because there's no way to find happiness, if you're not in the frame of mind one thing, I'm sorry. And I don't know, it's just, life is short, man. It's too short. People don't realize that. It's so easy to say. I was thinking about a easier way, like a better way to say it, because people don't understand how short life is. I lost my best friend, my sister, 3 years ago from cancer, ovarian cancer. Beautiful. And I'm not blaming me hitting hard times mentally, basically on her, but it triggered some old mental, depressions back, when I was like younger. And it made me a little bit lazier in life, you know what I mean? But I had to fight through it, tell myself, she would kill me if she knew I was using that as an excuse to relapse back into drugs or be lazy going to work and let myself not get up in the morning because of the depression and stuff. So to make that, it hurts, and getting better with that. That's the only thing that's really holding back my mental health. But I've been in these recovery programs, 3 of them, and it's like you ask them for help, they say, oh, we're here to help you with anything, but it's a real big money racket right now. They're giving out grants or what have you. They're all overcrowded. There's probably more than 200 or 300 recovery house groups in Baltimore right now. It's a huge problem, and they follow the money instead of funding patients or clients. And yeah, that's. I mean, if you don't have anywhere to go, which most people don't, because they're homeless, that go there to start with, you're back on the streets, getting high. Some people are medicated there, but they get on the streets and self-medicate. Instead, going to the doctor, waiting in the doctor's office when you're homeless for 6 hours, you know what I mean? Going through all the right steps. Plus, your stuff probably already got stolen out here. So you probably might not have, most people don't have IDs. It means, you know what I mean? To get all the paperwork you need, to get back on their feet to start off. They give up, they give up. But I've done it lots of times. Like I said, I'm 47, you see where I'm at, But I try to enjoy the best of it, and I'm gradually getting better with it, with my financial status, that is, you know what I mean? I was already working in the recovery program, still had my job, told them, honesty. Honesty is everything with this stuff, everyone needs to realize that. It hurts, it's embarrassing, you want people to see you, but again, don't care what anybody thinks about you. They're not there for you. You have one person to count on, yourself. It's a short life. We're fragile. And I just, I'm ready to save my money and get a place or some help. But yeah.
When did you first start using drugs?
When I was around 16 years old.
And what drugs were those?
So, well, the hard drugs, I would say. Okay, so I started smoking marijuana probably around 13. Hard drugs, I tried cocaine around, around 16. Powder, sniffing that for a while. And then I got stabbed 13 times. So 13 times when I was 19. Downtown home invasion. And that put me on the pills, to which I graduated to the heroin. And I knew the cocaine would wake me up off the heroin. And then it got to be too much money. And that's when the IV use comes in for most everyone. People don't start with needles. It gets expensive. Your nose gets messed up. But now you put this stuff in your arms, it can tear up your skin. OD, you don't know what's in it, it's all chemicals. I recommend nobody use it. It's not heroin. So, but, and then that went on for about till I was 19, and when I got out of rehab, my father hired me back, saw me, doing real good, progressing, and worked for him, for till I was about 33. He's relapsed then. So we lost our shop up in Pennsylvania. So he went there, he got clean, I relapsed, and then he fired me when he got out, until I got better. So, and then I went back to work for him until COVID, when I got clean about a year later from that one. Sorry, I don't want to keep you here all night. And so I got hired back, and then I opened my own shop, and then COVID hit. Trucking business industry went so slow. Drivers don't want their CB radios. That's what we did. We repaired CB radios and upgraded them. We were pretty well known through the country. Truck drivers drive all over the country, word of mouth. So ever since then, worked a couple side jobs, grocery, pizza, spin pizza, so I can fall back in that kind of stuff too. Subs, like I said, grocery. Did all kind of stocking and stuff like that, or the meat department mainly. But then, it's been since then, and then, my sister happened, right, 2 years after COVID, I guess. And then everything just started, kind of falling apart, and I had to catch myself. So, still in progress, coming up, hopefully it's the end, it's near, of course. Struggle, anyway. So but it's always going to be a struggle.
Currently, what drugs are you actually using?
What's that, I'm sorry?
Currently, what drugs are you using?
I smoke crack, cocaine. I'm on methadone from the heroin addiction, and so when you have that in your system, it's a downer, like not an opiate, but an opiate antagonist, if I'm not mistaken, might be wrong probably. So like a lot of people, when they take a hit, they're chasing that first one because it hits you so hard, and it's hard to get there. It costs you a whole lot of money, and when they're coming down off of it, you get real nervous, paranoid, and some people can't even walk down the street, and they end up smoking a lot of money because they feel better here, stuff the next out, take another hit, feel better for a little while, they start feeling. But the methadone, you don't get that because the downer brings you down, and it's already in your system. It's pretty strong stuff.
How long have you been on methadone?
This time I've been on it for a year.
A whole year?
Mm-hmm. Before that, I was using from the time we lost our shop, we lost my sister.
And how long was that?
A year ago. So that was in, 2002. No, 12. This is, I'm going to talk about, I'm sorry, 2020. It's a shame I don't know it, the year, because I don't have my phone. But it was March 24th. I'm pretty sure it was 2018.
Like a 2-year span, probably? Like a two year.
Yeah, it was 2018. Like so COVID hit the end of 20. What am I saying? 2019, that's right. Okay, 2020, she died in 2021, 22. It was 22.
Okay.
21. Okay, yep, 2 years.
Like 2 years? Like
yep,
a 2-year time?
Yeah,
and that was all with
sense.
a needle? Like you were shooting up?
Yeah, because I knew already. I was already experienced. And in my head, I'm not going to waste money and snort it because I'm not going to get the full effect that I would. And that's dangerous.
So in this last year, what's kept you from actually shooting up, even though you're on the program?
Because the methadone holds me to where I don't have the cravings and the urges, and I've made my mind up. You have to make your mind up to stop. If you don't, you fake it. Even you might even want to, but you really know you're not going to. If you're going to go and use, and you know you're going to get clean, and you tell yourself, I'm going to do one more once in a while, you're not ready yet.
Are you scared of the drugs that are on the street right now?
Oh yeah, I definitely am scared. I've seen lots of people OD and or dead passing. I've seen people pass OD people in the street and not help them or not even know they're dead because it's so strong.
When's the last time you seen someone potentially OD dead on the street?
It was 3 nights ago at the park over here. That girl. Was anybody over at the park in the middle of the night 3 nights ago where that girl, the ambulance came? No. Yeah, it's 3 nights ago.
Did she actually die?
Yeah, she died. Yeah, we took her out.
How far from here was that?
The next block over, this park over here, that's where a lot of homeless hang out in the attics. And yeah, the police don't really mess with them. If they don't see what they're doing, they won't mess with them over there. And they don't like to be lied to the police, so they get away.
What do you think she was on, or what do you think she took?
Word of mouth was the fentanyl, pill heroin's around.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So again, are you scared that it might be in a crack cocaine maybe that you're smoking?
Yeah, I have come up positive for fentanyl at my methadone clinic. I was only doing that.
Really?
So yes. And so now I go to the people that I know, and I have regular places I know where they either have sold some and either know it's clean or I know it's not. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been going to the same spot.
Have you ever OD'd before?
Yes. So when right after my sister, the first week, I OD'd. I was up in Northwest Maryland, and I bought from a guy just walking down the street. He just said, I got bags, and I noticed they're Philly bags. So the Philly bags are in the wax pack. We have pill form mainly here, and it's like a little bit more strong, like raw, with less cut. So I did a half of one. It cost me $5, and I woke up with my daughter, paramedics, and police all surrounding me. I couldn't hear. I was deaf for about 4 hours. Could barely walk. They took me to the hospital. And yeah, it was a wake-up call for real. So I got home after the hospital, and the bag's still laying there, and the spoon and everything, and I shot up the rest of the bag to feel better.
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, I felt in my head myself, and mad at myself. My daughter was right there. She's the one that broke in the door was locked on the inside. And what was I gonna say about that part? But yeah,
Was that
I'm not going to get any charges or anything like that.
Was that the first time you ever OD'd?
That was the second. The first time I came out of it without any paramedics or anything like that. My oldest daughter found me that time.
How many kids do you actually
I
have?
have three. 14, 21 is my son. 14-year-old is my youngest daughter. My son's 21. My oldest is 25, and she has my two grandkids, 2 and 5 years old.
So they, I guess, know about your current state of addiction?
Yeah, but they're not kind of speaking to me right now, so
Is it due to your addiction?
yeah, and money and going without. It's not their fault. It's like natural when somebody's used to one way of life and then they lose it. You know what I mean? Who you're gonna blame as a kid? The person that was bringing the money in. You know what I mean? Plus, there's a lot of encouragement by the mother. She likes to tell my past when it's unnecessary to my children at a young age. She's narcissistic, abusive. I dealt with 22 years of mental abuse, physical at first, until I restrained her and she knew she couldn't get away from me. Kind of scared her, which I don't like doing that. 4 years in our relationship, and she never touched me after that. Luckily, it worked. And mental abuse, though, it's a lot worse sometimes when you feel like a low-life piece of crap that's lazy and won't bring in the money. You know what I mean? And they can't get within one life. Went from making probably take home $3,000 a week. You know what I mean? To working part-time side, pizza minimum wage, like hours of money.
When's the last time you spoke to any of your kids?
So I spoke to my daughter actually last month, and she was asking a question for her mother if I tried to hack into my son's Google account, because it was a Google hack attempt from Baltimore, and they're in Pennsylvania. So, and it was short and not very much of anything. That's about it. So yeah, it was kind of heartbreaking. At the same time, good. I got to hear her voice.
So are you currently actually in a recovery program?
So I found a guy. I met a guy. I was at this hotel. I met an old girlfriend. It was a lost love. It was a split between my kid's mom 10 years in, and I wasn't planning on going back with her because of issues. She begged me to come back. She encouraged me to do the right thing. She's a really sweet girl. She's awesome. Went to the hotel yesterday. She got upset, I guess, over the whole thing, that hurting people or something. I haven't spoken to her since. So, and she's from way up, Cumberland, Maryland, far. And doesn't know anybody out here. I met her down the street where she shouldn't be by herself, little blonde hair girl. So, Yeah, so I had my hopes up because she was going to get a job at the hotel we were at cleaning. We would have had a free room and I can go back to my job.
Wendy's.
But yeah, it's like sometimes when you get good things in life, you crash way harder than you would with anything else.
So I guess you're currently homeless.
Yep, I'm staying in an abandoned townhouse. Luckily, I do have a roof over my head.
Are you in fear of your life? Maybe
No,
on the street.
I know a lot of people. I've been even in the streets smoking pot. Me and two close friends. Just curious about the city, man. I've always been curious, a little maybe too spontaneous, and I always wanted to, overcome fears of things that I myself and other people have. Just to show it's not that bad. You have to learn how to carry yourself too in the streets.
That's what's up. Do you ever see yourself getting clean? Totally.
Yeah, because the crack's getting worse and worse anyway. It's not good for you. I'm 47. I like to keep my health, and I'm in pretty good shape as it is right now. I can imagine if I didn't do anything else on top of the meth and the crack, how I would feel. And I'm pushing for that. What I do, I spend $5. Like here, I come down here, take a hit, roll out. Usually.
How many $5 are you spending a day? I guess when you got cocaine addiction.
2. Not every day either. Maybe twice or 3 times a week. But say 2 months ago, I was going every day with a friend. He had to have surgery on his knee, so for a whole month, he was taking care of me, watching him while he took. I don't know if you know about the pill situation over here, the pharmaceuticals. So, benzos, Xanax, Klonopin, and then there's heart, blood pressure medicine, clonidine, and then there's Finnegan, which is prescribed for multi different health problems, and so they boost all that. And you see the people nodding out, bending over. That's usually from the xylazine, fentanyl, dope. That's what you get with those. And I basically had to babysit him. At first, he lied to me for a week and said, "No, I didn't take any of that," and lying to me, and it just got really weird. So he got himself straight back to work. He did that, blamed it on his grandmother dying, which is basically his mom that raised him. So, but yeah, so like about 2 months ago, I did that because he was almost homeless from her, and I'm kind hearted sometimes too much. Then I set myself, back. Helping others.
So what will it take for you to, I guess, stop using drugs completely, like cocaine and all the program that you're on and all that, like just totally no drugs?
A legit home, stable home for the time being, and get back to work. I have a main problem. This isn't that bad. This is a 4-day problem. I have hernia mesh on the stabbing.
What is that?
It's ventral hernia is when your intestine pops out of the sidewall, right here next to the belly button. You'll get a lump, and it strangulates. So if you let it go too long, any feces stuck in there, anything like that, will deteriorate and be harmful, toxic, and kill you. You know what I mean? So that I had just got a primary care physician, so I have to go on Wednesday. And then they said they should get me in the surgeon to get this removed and sewed up without it, which the doctor said the other doctor should not have used them. That should have recalled. I'm sure everyone's seen all the commercials, hernia mesh recall, class action suit. So so hopefully another week, and then 3-day heal time. I'm on leave from work and everything's good. But I'm going to do it anyway out of the abandonment. You know what I mean? With this going on. But I mean, I was like, it's not about something taking me to do to stop. I just gotta do it. You know what I mean? I just gotta do it.
I feel that. So, do you put a time frame on, I guess, when you decide to be clean, or when you think you're gonna be clean?
This week. No, you're saying it's for you. I say.
No, I'm sure. Look, it is. It's about you.
It's been a really rough week, and don't even know about my spirituality right now. Things in the sky. I mean, like events happening. I saw her. What? That was crazy. And then other people too, not just me. If it was just me, I'd be like, all right, it's coincidence, weird. People are saying the same exact things. People are talking revelations, things like that. So I'm confused for the first time on that. Really, everybody's confused. Everybody knows you gotta have your faith, But I'm really confused. But I'm not gonna let it slip away, because I think somebody that had some underlying mental issues could let that really affect them. I think they'll get real deep, and that's what the government's afraid of. If they know anything, disclosure.
That's what's up. My last request from you.
Sure.
If you could tell anybody something to inspire them to be the best them they could be, what would it be?
You need to love yourselves because you're worth it. Everyone is worth it. We're here for, I think, a reason, I hope. And you just have to find your place and don't kill yourself trying to do it. That's all.
That's what's up. Thank you for your time, your energy. Stay blessed, and most importantly, stay humble.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.